Let's know something about the intrusion prevention system, the IPS, which is the evolution of the IDS, the intrusion detection system. What is IPS? IPS stops attacks on systems and networks from being effective. And here we can say that the IPS is not just a passive monitor, just like the IDS. It's here an active element that can stop attack, that can face attack, that can eliminate the number of attacks and take actions according to alerts, and prevents the attacks from being effective and from damaging and from spreading across the network. It has two types of intrusion prevention. One of them is the network intrusion prevention system, and the other is the host-based intrusion prevention system. One of them is for the network traffic, and the other is for the host, for the machine and its operating system. One of them is concerned with the anomalous traffic, bad packets and such things, and the other is concerned with the attacks that are taking place inside the machine itself, which is the host-based intrusion prevention system. The IPS is a technology that is more recent than the IDS. That is the development and the evolution of the IDS. The IPS is very rapidly maturing, and it is day by day replacing the IDS, and day by day we can find more products and more appliances from the giant companies and the hardware vendors acting as IPS or intrusion prevention systems. The NIPS challenges, the Network Intrusion Prevention System challenges, is mainly these points. Starting the false positives. How much false positives can you afford? How can you afford the false positives or not? And here it is repeated here two times. The false positives, and another question that says, can you afford the false positives? Can you let the IPS record every single event on your network and generate an alert on it, and you as an analyst keep reading it and define what is of interest and what is not? This is the cost of affording false positives. The NIPS may support a limited suite of network applications. That's why the NIPS may miss some other applications because he don't know about their behavior, so it cannot know about what is normal, what is abnormal, what is good and what is not good. So it can act only according to what is known for it, which can be a limited suite of network applications that has signatures and known types of packets transferred between them. It requires more system resources than the IDS because here it takes actions. So it requires more processing and storage and network bandwidth. And you should ask yourself, can you afford false positives or not, and accordingly assign the human resources that would be assigned for the network intrusion prevention system. If you cannot afford false positives, then you should assign much human resources, trained security specialists over this IPS, for this IPS to monitor and to take action according to the alerts being generated. Keeping up with the traffic demands. We all hope that the NIPS does not act as a bottleneck or as a slowing point for the traffic, and do not miss any single packet on the network. This is our dream, but can the IPS do so with its limited resources? We hope so. Can it keep up with the traffic demands? Can it keep up with the gigabytes over the network keeping running and exploring every packet being transmitted over the network and taking the decision and generating alert if necessary? This is what we hope for the network intrusion prevention system. We tend to have less expensive rule base. We tend to have rule base that is acting at the critical situations only, to take actions and to stop this traffic or this packet from being transmitted. So the rule base should be more accurate but less expensive than the rule base of the IDS. Some of the recommendations regarding the network intrusion prevention system is to put it on the network in a learning mode first, to know some things about the normal traffic before starting to face the abnormal traffic and taking actions accordingly. So what should it know about the normal traffic? It should know about the size of this traffic, the topology of the network, the architecture of the network, and things that look normal and things that are in good condition about the network, to be able to define that there has been a change in the traffic, has been a change in the topology or the architecture, and generate an alert accordingly so that the analyst also react accordingly. That should be the learning mode of the IPS, to know about traffic topology architecture, to know about the environment it is controlling and monitoring, and to know about the normal in this traffic and this topology and this architecture, to be able to detect the changes in any of them and generate alerts regarding any of them. The NIPS requires trained security specialists to be investigating and analyzing the alerts being generated by the network intrusion prevention system and determine the actions to be taken accordingly. It is not a replacement for a firewall. Nothing is a replacement for anything. So the IDS, the IPS, the firewall, the antivirus, the patching, the passwords, the security policy, everything should be there in a defense in-depth technique to be able to have a security posture. Nothing is a replacement for nothing, even if it is a mature technology, modern technology, more recent than the IDS, but it does not replace firewalls. What are the IPS products based on? It can be an IDS plus something that takes a decision according to alerts generated by the IDS, or a firewall plus something that takes decision according to the capture of the firewall. An antivirus plus something, this is the host based IPS. An antivirus plus something that removes the virus detected by the antivirus, or it just can be an extra widget acting over the network to detect malicious traffic or malicious traffic conditions or malicious packets or malicious headers or anything that is unwanted over the network and stops it from being effective and from damaging the network we are controlling. Thank you.